Live in high definition, marking 65 years as the first television station covering Kentucky and Indiana. This is Wave 3 News.
And a good morning to you. I'm Scott Adkins. It's 6:28 coming up on 6:30, and you're watching Wave 3 Sunrise as we look forward to a day jam-packed with Relay for Life events. The MS Walk getting underway 8 o'clock at the Papa John's Cardinal Stadium. And the Wave 3 weather tour rolls into Baghdad today. Meteorologist Brian Good hopefully bringing us clear skies and 70s.
Well, I can get you the 70s. I don't know about the clear skies part. That may be a little more of a challenge. But there will be some showers to talk about off and on throughout the day today. Most areas, though, will stay pretty much on the dry side. Just lots of clouds to talk about as we head into the afternoon. We mentioned the Relays for Life. Let me show you the latest here of the list. We have Clark County, Indiana, Jackson County, Jennings, and across Kentucky, we have Meade County also included in the Relay for Life. Most of those kicked in last night, lasting all the way through tonight. And then also adding on the list, we have Bullitt County, Jefferson, LaRue, and Meade counties all taking part in the Relays for Life. So everybody get out there, have a chance to support these organizations, and now the fine folks out there putting a lot of hours in to support all of that. So overall, though, today, a lot of clouds. You see the showers so far, pretty spotty. Not a lot of activity out there. Anything taking place of anything of substantial consequence anyway is taking place across areas of I-75, and it's heading up the interstate towards Cincy. Anything west of there has been very, very light, more in the form of drizzle. So throughout the day today, there will be a chance for a shower, maybe in areas of drizzle. Temperatures, despite all of that, will actually rise quite a bit. We'll make it to about 78 for this afternoon. But we're talking about 90s, the first mini heat wave of the season coming up here in just a few moments. Scott.
Thanks, Brian. This morning, a man is dead after a standoff in Shively comes to an end. The man inside the home was identified as Jerry Ross. It's breaking news right now in Sunrise. He was the husband of Thursday night's homicide victim, Gloria Ross. Gloria was discovered by family shot to death in her backyard in the 3000 block of Fern Heather Drive. Friday, police were called to the home and 2900 Dixie Highway. That's where they found Jerry Ross. A standoff took place and lasted for about 12 hours through the night and into this morning. At this time, police are not saying how Ross died. Of course, we will continue to follow this breaking news on air and online. Stay with Wave3.com, Facebook, and Twitter. This afternoon, one of the deadliest days in recent memory will be marked with a compassion walk. A year ago Friday, 3 people were killed and 3 others suffered gunshot wounds. This after gunfire broke out near 32nd and Greenwood. Today at 3:30, neighbors will walk in solidarity, not only for the victims of May 17th, but for all victims of gun violence in Louisville. The Compassion Walk begins at the corner of 32nd and Broadway. It'll be led by 3 survivors of gun violence in Metro Louisville. Well, May 17th, 2012 was a very chaotic day, with gunfire erupting feet away from one of our photographers and Wave 3's Jamie Weiss. She reports from 32nd and Greenwood, where opinions are mixed on how much has really changed in the Parkland neighborhood over the past year. Thanks, Jamie. And since the shootings, Metro Police have started a new violent crime prevention unit, and Mayor Greg Fisher created a violence prevention work group. For complete coverage of the events surrounding May 17th, 2012, go to Wave3.com and click on the Voices of May 17th, a lot there, and we'll take you through just the events and people impacted. The icon is at the top of the homepage. New information released this morning on the Humvee crash that killed a service member at Fort Knox. We now know it was Navy SEAL Jonathan Calquist. He was stationed out of Fort Story, Virginia. The U.S. military tells us Calquist was part of a training exercise. 7 other service members were also hurt, but treated and released from the hospital. Well, a Kentucky veteran who was working as a civilian contractor in Afghanistan has passed away. It happened during an explosion in Kabul that killed at least 15 people, including 6 Americans. Fort Thomas native Michael Bradford was working as a civilian contractor. The father of the 26-year-old says Bradford was about to become a father himself, with a son due in just a few weeks. 4 other American civilian contractors with DynCorp International died in the blast, along with 2 American soldiers. Coming up on 6:36 now. Well, one student suffered a minor injury in a school bus accident Friday. The crash happened just after 7 Friday morning at Bost Lane and Timber Hollow Drive. It involved a car and bus, and that bus is number 0938. It was headed to Southern High School. JCPS officials tell us the car was backing out of the driveway and backed right into the bus. 16 students were on board. One was taken to the hospital to be checked out. If there is ever a serious bus crash in Floyd County, emergency responders say they'll be ready. Friday, they held a special training exercise at Floyd Central High School dealing with a mock bus rollover. High school students even played a part in the drill, posing as passengers on the bus. The drill involved surrounding fire, EMS, and police agencies. All right, it's the biggest jackpot in Powerball history. Someone's got to win. Could it be you? Still ahead, Powerball Mania is sweeping the country and the metro.